Smash Ultimate is on the brink of releasing. Everybody's excited, everybody's pumped, but stop. Let's take it back. Let's take it back, and let's go all the way back to day one, because I want to talk about something specific here. Let's take it back. Did you feel it? That feeling right there is why we are here today. The trailers that Nintendo gives us, and we are here to talk about the most important thing that we still do not know about Smash Ultimate. Will there be cutscenes? Cutscenes have always been some sort of big deal when it came to the Smash universe. People love to see all these characters interact because, as you know, in-game, these characters really don't even talk to each other. So seeing them in some type of giant grand story make some type of accomplishment together is something that's just purely unique to the Smash Bros. Franchise itself, and fans, including myself, would love to see this return. But with Nintendo, it's a different story. Now, I can sit here and put up Subspace gameplay all I want, but it's not going to prove anything because that is old news, that's news of the past, and obviously we know how Sakurai felt about that back then. Pretty much Sakurai hated the fact that the cutscenes got leaked online and that people were actually just putting the cutscenes on YouTube for people to watch because he claims that it takes away from the initial value of the cutscene. Once you see a cutscene outside of its context one time, it takes away the special moments that you could encounter with that cutscene in-game. Now, personally, I think that reason is stupid, and it makes absolutely no possible sense because things get leaked from company to company. There's nothing you can really do about it. So to take cutscenes out of a game completely because of that reason and that reason only, it never made sense. But goodness gracious, some of the cutscenes in just here, I'm gonna play this one again, but just watch. So obviously, after many scenes like that, it was just right for people to want more cutscenes like that, but in Super Smash Bros. Wii U. Because now, the Wii U ran graphics up to 1080p, and it was just something that people really wanted to see, these cutscenes all over again, but in HD. And more of them since we got new characters such as Pac-Man, Mega Man, and just other big houses that would have made it awesome. And here, for good or for worse, the age of the character trailers has arrived. And yes, these character trailers were some of the most amazing masterpieces ever created by Nintendo.
Serious, kid. Smash him. Straight. Uppercut. Punch.
Nice try. You're nothing compared to the Underworld Army. is the Monado's power!
This was obviously all fantastic, but once Sakurai came to the public with the announcement that there was not going to be a Subspace-like mode and that there would be no cutscenes, it kind of hurt the public a lot, and I know it definitely hurt me and my friends to know that we would not be seeing cutscenes like these in this great, amazing high def in-game, and it was hard to take in at the time. So now Smash Ultimate steps up to the table and they bring in their own character trailers, and oh my goodness, they just ramp up the hype even more. Take a look.
Be gone! You don't belong in this world, monster!
Bring it on! Hadouken!
So man, these trailers are absolutely amazing, right? But there's one thing about each one of these trailers that digs into my skin. This stupid sentence. Quack. It's in every single one of the great, beautiful trailers that we got for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it tears at my heart. So what does this mean? Does this mean that there's no cutscenes in the actual story mode, or does it just mean that they're not going to include these character cutscenes specifically? Well, let's dig into World of Light, this game's story mode. So the World of Light starts off with another great, beautiful cinematic trailer. Quack.
We'll each need to take down about 10.
Stow your fear. It's now or never.
We'll win this. I know we will.
So then we get a look at the adventure map and the actual gameplay, and it looks like a pretty solid story mode adventure. I'm actually kind of, excited to play it. But then we get some more glimpses of what could be other cutscenes in-game, of Mario's statue being formed and a whole bunch of the characters with red eyes being possessed by spirits. This time that stupid message isn't on these trailers, so we might actually get these as partial cutscenes within the game itself. And then the rest of the trailer is just gameplay until we get to the end where we see Gleam once more before it cuts off. But there's no sign here of any other gameplay trailers, which is actually starting to scare me, which means we probably won't get any more cinematic trailers is what I'm getting right now. But whoa, let's not take it there yet, because one thing that we have seen is the return of bosses, such as Dracula and Rathalos, but we also seen the return of a boss from Subspace, Emissary, being Golem. So we might actually get cutscenes in the form of these boss battles, which could easily appear in game. Sakurai told us himself that he was going to tell us everything about the game until, we get the game ourselves and start, playing through it. So obviously Sakurai doesn't want to give us any information about cutscenes because, like he said before, the cutscene's only as special as the first time you watch it. So he doesn't want to give us any type of look at anything that might be in this story mode, which is why it's so, you know, held kept to the creators and stuff. But I do feel like there could be cutscenes hidden in here. But the worst case scenario here is there might be a giant opening scene and a giant ending scene. And that's it. Which, it's not great, but, you know, I guess we'll take it, obviously. But the opening scene might just be the scene that we already saw, the intro to World of Light, with everybody getting Thanos out of the thin air and stuff like that. But there might be another ending scene at the very end showing the boss and, you know, some, you know, cutscene with all the characters at the end. But besides that, that might be it. But I think that is the worst case scenario. I think there's at least going to be an opening and ending, maybe even a middle part there. But who knows? We may get some more cutscenes within those bosses, like I said. But, you know, only time will tell because the game launches in just 26 days. And I cannot be any more excited as I am now. But before we close the video, let's talk about one thing that Sakurai showed us. He showed us kind of like the options menu, where obviously we have sounds, records, challenges, replays, tips, the shop. But something very interesting here, which is movies. Now, before we go all into it, I know you guys are going to start clamoring, oh, well, Landon, there were movie sections in Smash Wii U. They definitely had those, and it was just character trailers. Yes, but on the contrary, there aren't that many character trailers this time around. I mean, seriously, you have King K. Rool, Simon, and Ridley, really, and then you could say Ken and along with Incineroar, but that's really it. That's 4 cinematic trailers. You know, I don't really count Isabelle and other characters like that because they weren't really any trailers, but that's only 4 trailers. And you could throw in the World of Light intro, but I think that's going to be tied to the game itself. And if they're going to have the World of Light intro in movies, I'm pretty sure there should be other cutscenes in World of Light itself. Now, even though that sounds good and all, there's still some scary things to worry about because they could just throw in lots of the character individual gameplay trailers for the movies, you know, like you get and you unlock after like All-Star mode and stuff like that. Or they could go back to the Wii U trailers and put some of those in there as well for like Mega Man and stuff like that, which would kind of hurt me. But I'm going to be optimistic, and I think there are going to be some type of cutscenes, not as ambitious as Subspace, but there are going to be some cutscenes, I think, with certain bosses and certain groups of characters that kind of flesh out a nice little story for us to watch. And obviously a really cool ending will probably be there as well. That's hoping. But even with that, I can gladly say that I am so excited to play this game. I know that the solo game mode isn't really exactly what people want from a Subspace type of mode that they've been hoping for with cutscenes and, you know, side-scrolling stages and stuff like that. But it is something that looks pretty daggone interesting. A lot more than Smash Tour. It looks very ambitious and very exciting to see, you know, who this main antagonist is this time around and how they're going to go with that. But like I said, guys, I am so pumped up and I'm so ready because I still feel like there's so much stuff we don't even know about this game, but we're going to have to find out ourselves this time instead of watching another Smash Direct because we're done. 26 days until the game releases, and I cannot be any more excited than I am now. Guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Will we get cutscenes? Will there be any type of, you know, flashy cinematics like we got with the character trailers, or is that it? Are we done with all of those, and are we just going to have a simple game now to play? I'm super excited either way. I cannot wait, and I am, you know, super excited to see what these 5 DLC characters are going to be. You know, the Smash hype is going to continue even after the game releases up for a year, and I cannot be any more excited. But guys, thank you for tuning in, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say down below. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new, and let's get this train rolling for the Smash hype. Let's go, guys.